Okay, so if we have a fraction like this, how would you solve it? Okay, no, not with the graphing calculator. So multiply both sides by x plus 6. What does that do? That cancels this. What's 0 times x plus 6? 0. So then you get x squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 0. It's just the numerator equals 0 then. Because 0 over anything is 0. So let's factor it. How does it factor? X and x, minus and minus, 1 and 1, so x equals 1. If we plug that back in, what's 1 plus 6? 7. Does that work on the bottom? Yeah. So the solution is x equals 1. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. This one, if we factor the denominator here, it's x minus 6, x plus 4. See, it's over there. They make them so they work out pretty good. So you multiply every numerator by x plus 6, x minus 6, x plus 4. Those cancel. X minus 6, x plus 4. X minus 6, x plus 4. So the x minus 6 is cancel here. The x plus 4 is cancel here. So it's 6 times x plus 4 plus 5 times x minus 6 equals 10x. If we distribute, we get 6x plus 24 plus 5x minus 30 equals 10x. 6x plus 5x is 11x. 24 minus 30 is minus 6 equals 10x. So if we move the x to the other side, negative 6 equals negative x, so x equals 6. So if we plug in the 6, what do we get? Plug in the 6 here, what do we get? 0 in the denominator. Is there a solution? No, no solution on that. The one solution that we got didn't work. Okay, this one's a fun one. This one's the why would we ever need to learn this problem actually put into effect? Okay, so yes, a business equation here. Okay, Midtown Sports Apparel has found that it needs to sell golf hats for $281 to be competitive. Okay, so if they price them at $281, they're competitive in the golf hat market. It costs $2.27 for them to produce a hat, and if the business has a weekly overhead of $2,000, then let's figure this out. So let's figure out how much it costs per hat of producing one. Whoa, don't know what happened there. Of producing one hat. Okay. Well, what's your fixed cost? What it costs if you don't produce any? Not 0. You have $2,000. You have a weekly overhead cost of $2,000. Plus, how much else is it going to cost you? $227 per hat. So 227x, that's produce however many hats. To produce each hat, you divide that by the number of hats you produce, which is x. We don't know how many hats we're producing. That's x. Okay, so that's the cost function. That's how much it's going to cost to produce each hat. Okay, now you want to make a profit. Okay, what is profit? Well, profit equals income minus cost, right? So the profit, okay, so to make a profit, what's a profit? That's like 1 cent over 0, right? So let's figure out your break-even point. Your break-even point gives you a profit of 0. What's your income off the hats? How much do you make total? You make $202.81 times the number of hats you produce, right? What's your cost? Well, we just did the cost up here. 2,000 minus 227x divided by, actually, so that's a cost per hat. All right, now let me think now. Gotta think. I don't think, okay, find the number of golf hats must be produced to make a profit. So your cost is this. Okay? So let's solve this now. Okay? How would we solve this? Well, 0 equals 281x minus 2,000. If we distribute the negative sign, minus 2.27x. What's 281 minus 227? How many cents is in between there? 54 cents. 0 equals 54 cents minus 2,000. If we move the 2,000 to the other side, 2,000 equals 0.54x and divide by 0.54. What's 2,000 divided by 0.54? 3,703.7. Okay. Type an integer or decimal. Okay. So that would round up to 3704. Depends what they ask for on the problem. Okay. Says support your answer graphically. If I grab my graphing calculator here, okay. Y equals clear. My one graph, I make $2.81 for every hat I produce. And then the other graph is I have $2,000 plus a cost of 2.27 times every hat I produce. And now, if I make my window from 0 to 4,000 hats, and my cost is somewhere up 0 to 4,000 hats, my cost might be, 10,000. So I'll go 0 to, let's just go 20,000. I don't know. Let's see what the graph looks like. Oh, window range. I bet I did that in the wrong spot. Yeah, I did that in the wrong spot. So that's so that's 0, and that's 20,000. Just seeing what it looks like. Okay, there's a line. There's a line. Now let's see where they intersect. So second, trace, and we're going to see where they intersect. And I go enter, enter, enter. And it'll jump to the point where they intersect. And hey, that's the exact answer we got. Okay. Now we want to profit $1,000. Well, you just take the same thing, put $1,000 on this side. 2.81x minus 2,000 minus 2.27x. Okay, if we move the 2,000 over, 3,000 is equal to 0.54x and divide by 0.54. And then you just stick the answer there. Okay, so there'll be 5 more problems for you to work through. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. So I will assign them out. Wednesday, we'll do the last section of the chapter. Friday, we'll review for the test. Monday, next week, we'll take the test.